Ije o, wayalare o, mokuna come o. Tinubu carry himself go Dubai. They ban Nigerians from obtaining visas. He can't still go America. The US issue travel alert so their citizens where they travel come Nigeria. He can't still meet with German Chancellor. Now, they don't deport 14,000 Nigerians. He can't go Saudi Arabia. They can't revoke visas of Nigerians on arrival. Wala wo. I beg, mokuna help me beg Tinubu. Say I beg, make it not go Canada. Wala wo. Mokuna beg Nigerians they cry, make Tinubu not go Canada. Because now be the last hope when Nigerians get, now be the destination when Nigerians they pack they go now. They beg Tinubu, they cry, youth they cry, make it not go Canada. They say for them to go Canada, make it go Palestine, make it go Gaza, make it go all those places where be say them still need them. Say Canada not need that. My country people, this one hot. Immediately when APC see and say the thing don't bust for internet, they want conquer do damage control. They can't go bring one UAE man come out from one corner where we don't know. Can they talk to Wike? Can they talk say okay they go look into Ram about the ban? They can they even the man body language say you can tell us all this on all this on the media. Oh. My country people, we don't know be our president. If they talk, whether na Wike or na Tinubu, we don't know. Even the Shetima say we don't know the level where you would dey for the post they will give her. My country people, this one hot oh. As they try to ballow our head around this one, now this woman come out, they shout, they talk, say then na Igbo man they suppose enter, not be Yoruba man. Say as Tinubu enter, bam, everything just increase. In office and picking go school. Fish where they buy how much before. It don't be agaga. Say nothing. Person not they fit eat. Person not they fit do anything. She dey para. He say Tinubu government. He say no you be am at all. He say Tinubu na thief. He say na ole na he be. Na Yoruba woman they talk so.
And I thank you again for the time, for everything, and we have something here. Yeah.
Well, let me, on behalf of the FCT, welcome you to FCT, the Secretariat. We're very glad. When I saw your request, I was very glad that already
Thank you, sir.
I've had in mind to meet with you. So when I got the letter, I, of course, had to give speedy approval, so I will be able to meet. We believe with the relationship the Mr. President has created between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates, it is important for the city to consolidate.
Yes.
And we would like to partner with United Arab Emirates as it relates to the city of Abuja. We have a lot in common. United Arab Emirates have become a tourist center of the world.
Yes.
And that is what we also crave, that Abuja should also be a tourist center. And therefore we're open to discussions. And I believe that when Mr. President is coming, we believe that the FCT will be part of the delegation, so we'll be able to discuss on tourism as it relates to the two countries and the cities of the two. I'm glad that the relationship is getting better and better than what it used to be. I know the president is, for him, governance is business. For him, whatever that's going to make Nigeria great is what it stands for. And so we are here as his foot soldiers to complement all these efforts to seeing that his really hope agenda is fulfilled. And with what we are seeing in his travellings, investors are having more confidence in Nigeria. And I know that United Arab Emirates will not be different. We also hope that this issue of visas and Emirates flying should be
very soon
consummated as soon as possible.
Very soon.
We'll be very glad so that Nigerians will start applying for visas and traveling to United Arab Emirates, and the Emirates will be flying. That is our hope Of course, you know that Nigerians love UAE,
Dubai especially.
Dubai especially, and also on sometimes too, as the Minister of City traveling with our people,
Yes.
we believe that we will not have hindrance in terms of visa procurement.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes it looks odd if the FCT minister and the staff of FCT trying to visit for business proposals or business meetings, and it's the procedure is becoming too cumbersome. I would think that some of these bottlenecks
Yes.
will have to be removed. Maybe probably when we finish, I would like to discuss one or two issues with you that is not for the press.
Hey, Doctor.
It's not for the press.
I know.
Emphasizing electoral reform. But if you don't do political reform, then you can't get anywhere. Even if you have 5 years, one term of 5 years, the problem is not that you have 2 terms or 1 term. It is that the political parties are behaving in a manner that shows that they are deliberately trying to scuttle democracy in this country. And I think the mass media is also encouraging them by giving them the platform to speak. I see governors talking 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a way that shows raises concerns about us. So what is important is that we look at those elements of the political environment which continue to pose serious challenges to the conduct of democracy in this country. The political parties themselves are not mirror of what democracy should be. And they are the ones who, of course, by constitution, by any arrangement, will form governments. So I think the point is that for Nigerians to start making it clear to the political parties that they are the problem. But we keep to encourage them by diverting attention from what they are not doing right to looking at problems or failures in other institutions of society. And they are doing all their best to delegitimize the electoral process in this country. Every time you make reform, they find a way of going around it to subvert what reform has been made. And we keep back going every cycle. We go every cycle of the National Assembly, spending 4 years trying to amend the Electoral Act. Nigeria is the only country where I know from one election to the other, you keep trying to amend the Constitution, the Electoral Act. And that process goes on for 4 years, almost to the eve of the elections. That is the problem. That is the problem. We've given them too much of a free rein. So I think the message we are given, and that is the last sentence in that statement, is that we must address the issue of political reform, mainly party reform, before we can even move. If you have a single term, the same problems will arise over who wins the elections, over who is going to succeed me. The problem is not that. Is basically the attitude people who are not Democrats driving the Democrat in this country. Jonathan was in power for 6 years. He had a national conference that was put in place. Nothing was done. Why was nothing done? Because elements in the political process did not want that to happen. 2007, 2008, the West electoral reform said, look, let all petitions be concluded before people are sworn in. Not only governors and presidents, but even members of the National Assembly and State House of Assembly. 2008, nothing has been done. We are now saying, let us go back to that. So that is the issue. That is the issue. 2008, Yar'Adua was prepared to undertake the reform suggested by the ERC. Some politicians went back to him, Oga, if you do what they're asking you to do, you are giving up all your powers. So nothing was done. Jonathan came in. He did nothing about, okay, this thing people have said, let all elections petitions be settled before. He did nothing about it. Now, with the help of hindsight, he's saying, off-cycle elections are a problem. So that is the message we are trying to give, that, look, we must confront the politicians and take the initiative out of their hands. We must deliver ourselves from them to save the country. Question was asked of our colleague here. Look, this is not a matter of minuses or plus. Minus or plus. We're looking at the entire process and see what is the problem. Whether it's, you see, I mean, when I grade students sometimes, I read the paper, I grade the student A today. If I read it tomorrow, I'm giving B minus. So all this question about rate, the percentage, I mean, these are just occasions. The problem is that when all is said and done, what is the image? We have given our verdict. Our last statement, that's our verdict.
So the verdict is that we are not making progress in our electoral system?
Yeah, we are not making progress. We are in fact going backwards. We are going backwards. But we have made progress. In fact, see, the beauty of democracy is that the more progress you make, the more attempts are made by those who don't want you to go further to take you back. That is what they have taken us back, because they see the progress we are making is undermining them if we push it through. And they're never trying to reverse it. The introduction of technology was meant to sanitize. It sanitized the process to some extent. But between 2019 and they now saw, how can we subvert this process that is taking power from us? And they therefore started it. So we must not allow them to push us backwards. We must fight to keep on pushing the struggle. So it's not a question of whether we are making progress or we are not making progress. It is the progress we have made is now being the cause of why they do not want us to move further. And in doing so, they also want us to move back because it is to their advantage.
This is Bod TV Bod. In case the first time you come here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads.